copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcasting. NASCAR would like to thank all of our loyal fans for your continued support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.
NASCAR Winston Cup Racing on Fox is brought to you by Budweiser. The best things in life are the things that are true. Budweiser. We are under caution at 100 laps. Ricky Craven crashing coming off turn number 4, sliding to a stop in the infield grass. He's gotten going again and will come back to his pit.
Him and Larry Foyt were doing something here. Let's see what happened.
Looked like maybe, I know it went behind that pole, like maybe Craven got in the back of Larry Foyt, turned him sideways, and then he came back down across Ricky Craven.
Okay, so many times here, and it seems like it's here more than any place I know of. Guys see somebody coming, and they start to get out of their way.
Burton go right alongside and pass Kurt Busch to check things out.
That's something Roush Racing created. There you see Mark Martin in the 6 car. He's in trouble.
That may be why Mark hadn't been running any better than he has. Because he is.
Sure, is that fatal there, Mark? Yes.
And he might be glad it's fatal.
Yeah, he went
and
caution is out.
Oh,
a lot of smoke in turn 1 after contact. Elliott Sadler.
No.
Tire rub?
I don't know. That looked more like an engine to me.
Caution is out. Caution is out.
If it's a
now,
tire,
this is a break for Ryan Newman. Can he get his lap back? It looks like he will.
Oh, there's cars trying to fly up from the back to overhaul Junior with to no avail. Only Ryan Newman gets back on the lead lap.
I was going to tell you, if that was tire rub, it was all 4 of them because that was a lot of smoke.
Well, look here. Nope, no contact.
No, she just starts spewing out everywhere.
And Darrell, we've talked about it earlier in the race. They're pulling such low gears. You turn so many RPMs here, and you turn them for such a long period of time. It's not like Martinsville where it just goes up there to 9 grand. You're probably hanging there a good 3 or 4 seconds twice a lap.
But off in the corner a little too hard on the inside of somebody, get a little arrow loose like that right there, and around they go.
Dale Jarrett, 88, hard outside wall.
Caution, let's see who can get a lap back from Earnhardt Jr.
He's going to let them all. He's going to let every one of them have their lap back.
There goes Rusty, the 2 car.
I think he's trying to actually give the 29 his lap back, and Rusty slipped in there and got one too.
And Terry Labonte in the 5 is going to get his back.
Ricky Rudd.
Yes.
And that's it. Robbie Gordon comes up a bit short. But Dale Jarrett, last week a winner, and this week headed home early.
Kind of speed they are.
All right, let's have a look at Steve Park and Dale Jarrett right there on the right side of your screen. Park held up by Kenny Wallace there.
See, Park's car just bobbled a little wee bit, and then Dale was right out there beside of him, and he just slid right into the car and knocked him loose.
I was in the garage area just prior to the drivers' meeting, which is just a couple hours before race time with crew chief Chad Knaus, and they were one of the last cars through inspection. Chad was really worried about
trouble in turn 4, Jeff. Jamie McMurray is around. Big cloud of smoke.
Caution is out.
Keep her down to the bottom there, buddy.
No contact.
Keep it running. Come on.
But half the field about stacks up in the
They
cloud
can't
of
see
smoke.
him. You can't even see the, you know, we can't see him come through the smoke. McMurray's already gone. These other guys back here don't know what the heck's going on.
Did the leader get the caution?
I think he is just now coming to the caution for the first time.
And one car moving very slowly. That's Schrader. And here comes Junior.
Here comes Ryan Newman trying to get that second lap back. Is he going to do it? Is he going to do it?
Oh,
no.
man, almost. I think he missed it by about a foot. There's Jamie. He's up behind Spence.
Jimmy just went by Jamie for position.
Oh, he just got down low. You get down there like that. We saw Todd Bodine do that yesterday in the Busch race. You're in the gas. Your car's a little snug. All of a sudden, the back end snaps out.
Dick Berggren.
Man.
Now here's Newman.
Boy, that was... Yikes, not quite.
Not quite. Close,
Nice,
but not.
nice try.
Under a tire within a tire. This is the outer part of the tire. It came off and wrapped itself around the rear end housing of the 42.
Guys, turn 2,
and we
big.
had trouble on the racetrack.
Rusty Wallace, Jeff Gordon in the 24 car.
Bunch of cars, more cars.
Mike Skinner.
They can't. Nobody can see. There's so much smoke. They can't see where to go.
Now Ryan Newman in the 12, he will get this lap back, so he'll be back on the lead lap with a lot of the lead lap cars over there crashed.
Oh, they're all wadded up over there. There's cars everywhere.
Mostly Mike Skinner, Rusty Wallace, and Jeff Gordon. Larry Foyt is also involved.
That was Jeff Gordon.
Is that Kurt Busch down against the apron in turn 2? It is.
That was Jeff Gordon's radio, he was telling his crew, look, it just wasn't our day. It just wasn't meant to be.
Let's have a look here in turn 2.
I think that yellow car on the inside gets in. Yeah, it gets up into Rusty.
That's Mike Skinner in the
Skinner.
four.
And here comes the Gordon. He's in the smoke. He had no idea where anybody is. And he gets into the Skinner's car.
You know, Darrell, that's right there in turn 2. We've seen that a lot. That's what happened with Dale Jarrett and Steve Park. It's like the car in the bottom just can't stick there and gets into the car up above him.
Larry, when you enter turn 1 here, you can just really stay in the throttle and carry a lot of speed down into that corner. But right in the center, when the car needs to rotate, if it doesn't cut for you...
Realized they had to step it up, and they sure came through today.
Look at this race for 6th place as Jeff Burton gets underneath Jimmy Johnson, and Sterling Marlin is right there.
And right behind them is that 12 car. He keeps nibbling away, and he's coming right up into the picture here. And he's got about 4 or 5 cars there that if he doesn't run out of time, he's going to be able to get around.
And just remember, this is a product of not maybe Jimmy Johnson's car going away on him. They only changed 2 right side tires, where Sterling Marlin, Jeff Burton, Ryan Newman, who's coming, they all changed 4 tires with about 30 to go.
Come on.
I just don't, you know, you can't say enough about a guy that got 2 laps down early in the race, fights his way back up here into the top 10, and could be in the top 5 if he doesn't run out of time.
And he's about to, Darrell. 3 laps to go.
He's going to be on their back bumper. They're all up there racing pretty hard, the 40 and the 48, and here he comes.
I mean, he makes so much ground up turning down in the corner to the center of the corner.
I don't know how he does it, but he drives the car down in the corner harder than anybody I've seen in my life. That includes Cale Yarborough.
Johnson and Marlin, this should go all the way to the finish, and Newman right there to capitalize at 12.
He'll go right through the middle of them. Watch it. They spread out a little bit and give him a little room. He'll shoot right through the middle of them.
2 laps to go. Matt Kenseth with a 10-second lead. This is the best battle on the racetrack. It's for 7th place.
There he goes. He's around Sterling, and he's going to gas it up.
Outside. Outside.
Jimmy's going to give him enough room to go down the outside, down that back straightaway, and that Dodge is humping down that straightaway.
And Sterling couldn't stay with him. The door was open, but Sterling couldn't capitalize.
I mean, he's been able to run that car on the high side, on the low side.
Clear high.
And we're on the bail out. 1 to go.
And he's got 1 more car up here he might be able to get. It's not that one, by the way, because nobody... This is what you call a Sunday afternoon drive for that 17 car.
Matt Kenseth comes off turn number 4 and scores his 7th career Winston Cup victory.
Boy, we got a battle coming back here. Jimmy Johnson sideways. Him and Sterling Marlin got together.
How did that car miss him?
He had to give it. He's never lifted out of the throttle yet. Jimmy hadn't.
I mean, that was a battle for 8th position, and John Andretti in the 43 just made it by. Dale Earnhardt Jr. did beat teammate Michael Waltrip for 2nd place back to the line.
Jimmy Johnson.
And he's sitting there watching all these points go down the drain.
Gets his car refired, and he'll come across. And another huge smoke up of turn 4. So here comes Johnson. He's going to make the flag.
He'll come across 11th, the last car on the lead lap.
What might have been.
And I'm thinking he's not a happy camper.
Talk about somebody.
Hey, this guy is.
Grass.
Yeah, he wanted Jimmy to get out there. He was going to be in his way if he didn't.
Matt Kenseth has the highest starting position of all 7 Las Vegas winners, 17th in scoring his 7th Winston Cup victory.
Now, where's Michael going?
Yeah. I think he's just happy to run good somewhere besides Daytona.
I know he is. I know he is. That's cool. But I'd keep an eye on that 48 car because he's hunting. As far as Michael's concerned, he won this race. Look at Jimmy Johnson. He's hunting. He's looking for that 40 car. Here he is down here, buddy. Sparks. They'd have been sparking. Watch this.
Here's what happened. Last lap. Marlin inside, Johnson outside.
This was a battle for 8th coming to the checkered flag.
Up. Sterling moves up just enough to get into the left rear, Jimmy. Now, I'll tell you, this man does a whale of a job in that 43 car. And Jimmy does a whale of a job keeping that thing out of the fence. He never lifted out of the throttle.
Let's go on board.
This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcasting. NASCAR would like to thank all of our loyal fans for your continued support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.
This is a presentation of of Fox Sports.